Kids and cadets, welcome back to Tommy Time. Happy Saturday. Thanks for coming out. I had sold this mower this past season. Nice lady, maybe an hour after I sold it, she says I can't get it running. And then she messaged me back, said I messed with the cable to get it running. So this is Tommy Time's fault. I had gotten this from a scrapper who had manipulated this cable. He also doctored up this to get it to start, and I just left it as is. Bail bar is oversized. It's not the right bail bar. So I take full responsibility for this thing. I must have got lazy or was in a bad mood. Usually my workmanship is better than this. This is not a prime example of the work that I'm capable of. So she messaged me this week, hey, I can't get the mower to run. So I said, drop it off. I had been out picking up mowers from another scrapper, and I got here and the mower was waiting for my arrival. So what I'm going to do is start with this cable screw up. I'm going to put another cable on the right cable. I kind of found a bail bar off of another machine, and I believe the cable should attach here with about 4 inches of play or more in the cable. This is not right. And you can see they've used, or scrapper used a bicycle, a brake bicycle cable. That's what that is. Impressive with the cable adaptation, but I kind of looked, it's just wrapped around. It looked like maybe one side of this thing broke. I was able to get it going on the first pull, but I think there's not enough tension on this. It could be sporadic. I just tried it here a little bit ago and I was able to get it started. But we're going to eliminate the safety brake deal and go with the proper cable and the proper bail bar. The other bail bars are a couple inches wider than what it should take. So I don't think I can give you a part number for this just because it's an aftermarket cable. It's not stamped. But what I'll do is read off the number on the Ryobi model here and then do some research. Go ahead and I'll put that down below. So I don't know what I sold this thing for, but it's a 2005 model year, 05 Ryobi. The product number 961160002, maintenance level 02, serial number 081705, Mike 011946. Meets all applicable standards, blah, blah, blah. So I sold it with some bubbly paint, still the same way. Check the blade. Blade looked okay. A little bit of use, not a lot. So let's start by getting rid of this old junky cable. I've got some snips to snip this off. Save that old bail bar for the right machine. So let's get busy with this. What I'll do is see if it continually starts after changing the cable. What we can do is check the primer bulb as well. I asked her this last time around, did she prime it? So I might have to cut this thing. I can't get this one side off. Hopefully I can snip this thing off. I thought I would need my grinder, but I didn't bring the grinder out because I thought I could get this thing off. So Saturday after Thanksgiving, what are you guys eating? I hope it's delicious and nutritious, whatever it is. Okay, so that's off on the cable. Let me use the same wire cutters that I was going to use on that zippy tie. Okay, that worked. Snip through this thing like butter. I've never messed with these lead crimpy deals. I should have known better to try to go cheap or go stupid or whatever I did. Maybe I was under pressure to put out a lot of units. But that's no excuse for shoddy work. Okay, snip that thing off. They've got it jammed up here in the handle. Ugh. Wow, super creative on the scrapper's part. So this thing here is junk. So I've either got to snip it here to get this off or pull the cable all the way through the conduit. So I don't know how. Yeah, it's got a 180 here at the end. I can't pull this thing through the conduit. I thought maybe saving the cable for a bicycle, but the hell with it. I got some new cables coming for the bikes that I got recently. I ordered some on AliExpress. What the hell? This might work for a front brake, so I'll save it. I'll just go here and get rid of the 180. Okay, it's pulling through, but it's all a little bit rusty there. Maybe I can salvage this for a front brake. I don't like screwing with bike cables, shifting cables. I like the old coaster brake, pedal backwards and you stop. Okay, so let's concentrate on this deal. I'll start down here at the bottom, and then we'll do the switcheroo of the bail bar. We'll go over and see if this thing is burping on the primer bulb. Otherwise, I'm not sure why this thing's acting up, or was acting up. Okay, Z-bend down on the top. That creates a straight access on the cable. Okay. The gap here on the bracket kind of spread out. I'm going to get some channel locks and close up the gap so I have a tighter bite with the butterfly plastic spring outs. Maybe I can do it with my needle nose. Yep, that kind of helped. Yeah, that snugged it up. Okay, so that's that. Let's move you up here. I'm going to remove this oversized bale bar. Took a walk around, found a dead machine. Kind of took some measurements with my ruler. So I'll put one side of the bale bar in, put my needle nose, the Z-bend inside here, not the needle nose. And then go ahead and pop the bracket in. Okay, so we got good action there. I'm going to take a zippy tie it up here, because you can see the cable here expanding over time. It puts a lot of pressure on your plastic nipple, and these break off. So I'm going to zippy tie this, give it some support. Like so. Then maybe take another zippy tie down here to secure the cable to the tubing. Something like that. Okay. So we're looking good. Move all this junk off of here. We'll come around and see if it's burping. So hopefully she doesn't have any issues with this. The action here is good. Lesson of the day, do it right the first time. Don't mess around and try to cut corners. I'm kind of disgusted with my shoddy workmanship here on this Ryobi. Okay, so that's that. Let me see if I can get you down here. There is a little bit of gas in it. Other issue could be, is the gas stale? Did she have contaminated gas? But it started for me right away after she dropped it off. So I don't know, and it started again today. Let's see if you can see this, if it's burping. I don't think you can see anything, but maybe you can. Out of focus. I'm going to prime it. Yeah, you can't see anything. It's too blurry. But it is burping. You can see the intake there is wet. So there's no issue with the priming system. Put this back. The only other thing I noticed on this is the seal on the gas tank. These are two pieces of plastic that are molded together. two halves and they stamp them together. When these things get old, you'll have a little bit of gas leaking out of this seam, and I think I see a little bit of weepage there. I'll just tell her not to overfill this. Fill it up to the seam here, which will get you a couple of cuts for most people with a standard size lawn. You don't have to bring the fuel level all the way to the top. Okay, so what else do I see? Bottom of the bowl is dry. We're not leaking there. So let's try starting it. Just priming it now should have been good enough. Let's see if you can see. There was a little bit of weeping there. Some plastic cracking, but it's on that side of the tank. It's not open to the bottom of the tank. There is a lip here, but the main body of the tank is right around here that holds your fuel. So I don't see anything else wrong unless it's something weird. I think the issue might have been with the cable not pulling the kill wire, pulling it enough to disengage the kill wire. So I think we're on course. I don't know if I ever did a video on this thing. I can't give you the engine number. It's kind of rusty right there, but it's got a production date 6 month, 8th day of 2005. Ryobi 6.5. It's got my price sticker on it, and that's all faded away. I probably sold this for $100 just because of the rusty deck and an older unit. I probably got $100 for it. So I'll tell her if she's got any more issues of it not running, bring it back. We'll come up with a solution. I'll go through it again. But I think the cable did it. That's tight. We got a champion plug, so it's not a torch causing a sporadic spark. I'm going to call her and tell her her unit's ready to go. Okay. Scrapper's supposed to show up with some units for me to look at. I think 3 or 4. He said they were complete, not missing parts, so when those come down the road, I'll show you. Otherwise, have a good day. Don't be cheap on your repairs. It'll come back to bite you in the hiney. But all's well that ends well. We rectified it. I'm not going to charge her for this $6 to $10 cable since it was my doing. She's just going to come and get the machine. Hopefully tell her neighbors I'm not a cheap bastard after all. I rectified the situation. Have a good day. Thanks for coming out. Tip your waitress and wait staff. They're doing an awesome job. Thanks again. Have a good rest of your weekend. I hope you don't get tired of the turkey leftovers. If you do, I know somebody that'll devour them. Have a good day.